Peace, peace. Grand rising, great day. Osiyo. Good morning, soul. I'm yours truly, Ivory Soul's Journey. Very interesting early morning conversation I wanted to have because I think it's necessary. And the reason why I say it's necessary is because it's an energy that happens 24/7, 365 days a year, all day long. And it's the energy, number one, once you understand that everything is energy, then you'll understand the energy that has a lot to do with rejection or being overlooked or even not chosen. So there's a reason for everything, and everything is energy again. So I said this channel, when I started this channel, it was not just a channel that was about tarot. You all have caught the aftermath, the after effect of this channel. This channel existed all the way back in 2017, and it was during early months of this channel that YouTube, just like Facebook, rejected yours truly from speaking. But that rejection, it did not stop me, because I existed before social media. I've been speaking the same before social media. And a lot of times we have to realize the first thing you must not do. This is coming from experience and just teaching and just being aware, experiences. But the first thing you must not do when you feel like you have been rejected, overlooked, or not chosen, you wasn't picked, the first thing you must not do is first, A, don't blame yourself. B, don't think that you were not good enough. What you should do, the moment you feel like you was overlooked, wasn't chosen, wasn't selected, or rejected, the first thing you must do is you got to ask yourself, you got to ask God, you got to ask Spirit, what greater work? What's the greater reason? Because there's always a greater reason, and it's usually connected to a greater purpose. For over 30 years, I've been counseling. For over 30 years. Counseling, teaching, helping people. Because all is mental. And a lot of times rejection is mental. But the opposite, positive side of rejection is simply spiritual and protection. Most people, when they feel like they've been rejected, the first question they ask themselves is, what did I do? Was I not good enough? And this can be from, it don't have to be dealing with a lover or an ex, a baby mama, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. No. The first form of rejection that you'll ever experience in your human experience, it starts at home. When you were young, when you were a child, when even you were an infant, there are newborn babies being rejected and denied by parents. So don't think that just because someone chose someone over you or gave someone a position on a job and you knew that you had the qualifications and the skills, the experience and the time on the job versus the person that they gave that position to and overlooked you or rejected you. Just think now. Every day there's a child born. Every day. And every day there's a child born that maybe one of the parents disputes or rejects. That's not my child, most men will say. It's not my child. You were dealing with other guys. I want y'all to follow me here. There are parents today that has favor of some of the, if they got multiple children, they favor one over the other. The biggest mistake you can make, because you are spewing rejection. You're spewing out rejection early on in this child. There are children right now that goes to their bedrooms and they wonder why mom or dad choose another sibling over them. This shit starts early. This shit goes all the way back to past lifetimes. Rejection. Being overlooked or not chosen. In the work that I've been doing for over 3 decades, young brother, I've heard so many of my clients way before tarot to say, Mr. Ivory or Pastor Ivory, why did she choose someone else over me? If it was a child, why my mama or why my daddy don't want me? Let me tell y'all something. When you think about foster care, foster children, you're talking about rejection at a high rate. And we sit around and we cry. We sit around and we mourn. We sit around and we weep. Because another grown human being at work because another grown human being in your family, your household, because another grown human being that you thought you were in a solid relationship with, we sit around in this low vibrating energy called sadness, worry, regret, because they chose someone else over you. It's called free will. Let me help y'all out for a minute, though. And I want y'all to comment, those of you who have overcome various forms of rejection, various forms of rejection, or being overlooked. Drop in the comment and help others out. Hit the like button, y'all. This video is just for information, clarification, and confirmation as usual. Your purpose. Why are you here? That's the question you need to be asking yourself. Your purpose. God, spirit, why am I here? You don't need to be asking the question, God, spirit, why did they reject me? Why did they overlook me? Why did they choose someone else over me? Why does they show favor for one brother, sister over the other brother, sister? Why didn't the football coach pick me over the other player in the same position? Rejection. Overlook. Let me tell you something. The moment you start realizing your value, your worth, your contribution, that's the moment. That's the moment that a light bulb comes on. That your first eye pops wide open when you ask those questions. Now, spirit, God, source, universe, say, oh, now I can show you something. Now I can show you something. Many times, majority of the time, rejection comes as a result of you or me or anyone not seeing the full value of you. Just because someone didn't see your full value, they didn't see your full work, they didn't see your purpose, they see your destiny. What they saw was they didn't see themselves on that level of you. Because most people who are rejected, I'm not talking about the low vibrating dark ass people that's rejected. I'm talking about people who go about their life. Talking about people who go about their life doing what they feel. Everything is energy. It's the right thing to do. I'm not saying perfect. I don't even believe in perfection. I believe in balance. Like my dad always say, son, Even good people make bad decisions. But the moment you stand face to face with rejection, the first thing I want you to do, whether you go down on your knees or whether you cross your legs and sit, aligning your chakras and meditate, whichever one you do, pray or meditate. I want you to first focus on you, your value, your worth, your purpose, your destiny. Because in most cases, these other energies, these other people, they were a hindrance to your value, to your worth, and to your purpose. And once you realize this, it's going to give you this fresh energy of, wow. So Source, Spirit, God cares so much about me that they would reject. You wasn't rejected. The universe, Spirit, Source, God rejected the energies that was hindering you. Because there's this greater calling, there's this greater purpose. And these individuals, family, friends, exes, bosses at work, these individuals, they were simply a catalyst to not only your spiritual evolution and spiritual and conscious awakening, but they were the catalyst to you popping open that crown chakra so that now you can see clearly, wow, I'm great. I'm bigger than rejection because it's just protection. Protection. Spirit God is protecting not only you, but there's something about you that's so great. And that's what God and Spirit was protecting. They didn't give a damn about the energy that overlooked you, didn't choose you, or rejected. Not saying that they didn't give a damn in a sense that they didn't care about that other human being. They did not give a damn about the reason why you were overlooked, not chosen, or rejected. That's not the main thing here. When it comes to spirit, when it comes to God, the main thing is God. In that movie, I was talking about it yesterday, where I brought it up and somebody commented, when they said, was it The Color Purple? God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to show you something. Spirit is trying to tell you something. The universe is trying to show you something. And a lot of times, Spirit wants to isolate you. So Spirit, God, can remind you, look, I need you one-on-one on this one. And the reason why I need you one-on-one, I want to sit you down, hermit. Let's have a talk. From a tarot perspective, when you look at the hermit, you look at one individual. You see one individual and you see light. That's spirit, that's source. And what spirit source is shining the light on that hermit to show that hermit? That's you. Is that I want you to focus on you. God is shining the light. Spirit is shining the light on you. In that time or that moment of rejection. Yeah. Some would say it's easier said than done, Ivory. Been there, done that. I'm just here to help. Because we all on different timelines. We all at a different, I look at the soul's journey. You start 0, the womb. You end with the world card. So those exits, everybody's at a different exit. And a lot of times the rejection comes by way of you on your path, you're on your soul's journey, you focus on your purpose, and then you get off the exit on that soul's journey's path. And when you get off, now the longer you stay off that exit, that becomes distraction from your purpose. The whole purpose of you being here. And the longer you stay off of that exit meaning you left something. You left the path. You left the journey. So now these distractions comes by way of you wearing these rose-colored glasses, overlooking red flags, overlooking obvious bullshit. Because why? You've exited the journey. You've exited the purpose. Then now you start intertwining, entertaining energies, people that are not a part of your soul's purpose. So it's like God, spirit, source says, okay, so that's what you want to do right now. All right, so why are you doing this and you're not seeing crown chakra? You're not feeling or sensing heart chakra. I can't do nothing for you right now. So I know that your purpose is important. So you're going to eventually get back over here, because once you get your ass whooped, people who are on their divine purpose embodies Empress energy, man or woman. And the Empress on a soul's journey's path and focus is unstoppable. But once that Empress, that divine energy exit and get distracted in these 3D low vibrating distractions and situations, knowing you are empath, knowing you creative, knowing you are a humanitarian, knowing that you exemplified embodies the most powerful energy on the planet that's positive, that's love. Your hurt, listen to me, your hurt, your pain, your rejection feels more intense simply because your purpose is greater. So when you feel betrayed, let down, rejected, overlooked by somebody, that you've exited the purpose, you've exited the path, what do you expect to happen? What? So we used to say, God don't bless no mess. So you done exit the divine purpose, the divine mission, the divine path of you being here, and you've exited for some distractional bullshit. What do you think God's supposed to do other than teach the hermit lesson? You become the teacher of your own lessons. You ain't being rejected by a spirit, God, a source. You've rejected the purpose. And when you reject your purpose, it's like God, spirit, source step aside and says, all right, then. I'm gonna go back here in my corridors. I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna chill out back there until you get back on your track. I'm gonna let you hurt. I'm gonna let you cry. I'm gonna let you weep. I'm gonna let you mourn. I'm gonna let you. Tell you, for those of you who are religious Christians, it takes me back to that story. Just follow me for a second. In Luke 15, dealing with that prodigal son. All this joker, he wanted his inheritance. He wanted his money. He didn't want to wait till his daddy died. Old, egotistical, selfish ass energy. The grass started looking greener while he was at the crib. And everything that he needed while he was at the crib, he had it. All his needs was met. He got off the path. And the whole time that he got off the path, the Bible would say he involved himself in what? Riotous living. This crazy ass lifestyle. Yeah. But he had a purpose. Even in his mess, he had a purpose. Even when you distract yourself from your purpose, you still got a purpose. So even while you are in your mess, spirit, God, source said, you know what? You still got a purpose. So it was until that prodigal son, they say he came to himself. That crown chakra, that first eye you call the third eye. That first eye popped open. You know when it popped open? When people started rejecting him because he had shit else to offer. He had spent all of his inheritance. Spent it all. But he came to himself. And it kind of like it pushed him. It forced him into hermit mode so that now he can see who he is. What am I saying? I'm saying to y'all, soul tribe, we all go through bullshit. We all go through rejection. We all go through being overlooked. We all go through the energy of not being chosen. All of us. But the 1% of us who realize, just like that prodigal son says, wait a minute. When I was on my purpose, what was his purpose? At home? When I was on my purpose, I ain't had these damn problems. When I was focused on the task that's at hand, my spiritual task, my spiritual journey, I ain't had these damn problems. It was only when I got off my path, when I got off the journey, when I exited, I left, that I started having these problems. So because of your purpose now, and then you exit, that's the reason for your rejection. Because you exit the path. You exit the journey. You exit the purpose. And then you fall into the hermit mode. You fall into this four-sword energy. You fall into this what? This 4 and 5 of cup energy. Why? You fall into this 8 of sword energy. Everything is mental. You fall into this 9 of sword energy. You fall into this 3 of sword energy. And then you realize one day, while you in hermit, why are you up at night? Why are you pacing the floor? Why are you drinking yourself to a puff? Why are you getting high and getting intoxicated until you can't even stand? When all of that's over with, that eye pops open. And then you begin to see things like, I did this. I overlooked this. I made this decision. That's hermit. Not them. I. Once you see you, I'm telling you, that eye gonna pop open, that conscious awareness, and you're gonna realize, wait a minute, as long as I was like this, focus on my purpose, on my mission, on God's plan, on Spirit's plan for me being here, everything I touched manifested. So you do what? You realize, let me get my ass back on this here purpose journey. And the moment, listen, while you're in hermit, the moment that light on the hermit, the moment you start seeing you and seeing yourself, is the moment that Spirit, God, Source can work with you again. But as long as you, there are 2 cards in tarot that best describe what I'm talking about, and that's the Hermit and the Hangman. Hold on. Because there was a decision that you made to get off of your journey, to get off of your soul's path. You made a decision. That's a calculated 2-1 decision. Did nobody force you? Did nobody tell you you had to do this? There are 3 cards. Hold on, let me get them out. Where you at? There you go. Listen, I'm going to show y'all something. And a lot of times people ask me, well, 90-some% of the people that comes to me as a client is the same 90-some people that will come with from a tarot perspective are the same 90-some% of the people that came to me before I even touched these cards. It's people with belief systems. People with beliefs. And I don't knock against nobody's belief. So when people say, well, isn't this here supposed to be evil? I don't give a damn about what people say. That's your clarity. But at the same time, 90-some% of the people that I assist are religious. All right. Look at this hermit. Listen. I want you to look at it real good. Look at this hermit. That hermit is you. That hermit is me. There's nobody there but the hermit. Nobody there but you. And the hermit, not with the right hand, but with the left hand, is shining the light, that spirit, that source, on himself, on herself. The person that rejected you, that you thought, the person that overlooked you, the person that chose somebody else to give them the position at work or somebody else over you, that person is not in this image. Nowhere to be seen or found. It's you. That light represents spirit. It's like God is shining a light on you. And the one thing that God, spirit, source, universe is going to always show the hermit is, first and foremost, hermit, you were doing good. But you left the light. You dropped the light. You left the light. And when you drop and leave the light, there's nothing else but darkness. That's the first thing that God's going to remind you of. That's the first thing that spirit, source, universe is going to remind you of in this here energy hermit. You drop the light. You let go of your compass, the light that lights your path, that shows you the way. You drop two lights, the physical and the spiritual. So what I want you to do, hermit, I want you to, like that prodigal son, I want you to start thinking about the choices that you made. And I want you to first think about the choice that when you was on your path, that was the light. That's what I want you to first think about, hermit. And then, hermit, what I want you to think about is, why did you drop the light? Why did you get off of your path, hermit? That's it. If you can't answer that, you will stay in this energy for a long ass time, isolated, confused, boo-hooing and crying. Rejection puts you in hermit. There's another energy, and they almost look the same. This is like, say you got a spiritual leader, and they go in and they put on their decorative robes and gowns and what have you and decor. And they go into isolation and they pray to God, spirit, source. That's this energy. But when they leave the post, see how they look just alike? There's no light in this energy. Just regret, sadness. I call this energy, we call this energy on my channel, Waldo. That's how you look when you get off of your path. When you get off, when you reject your purpose, when you get off the soul's journey, when you leave the light, that's what you see. Regret, sadness. Then the light comes back on. The hangman is a reflection of what you saw when you was in hermit. The hangman is a reflection of what you saw when you was in Five of Cups energy. Sad, lost, overlooked. And that light comes back on. And you're no longer trapped in this energy. Now you're empowered. Because why? You had an opportunity to see yourself. You had an opportunity to talk to God. You had an opportunity to talk to spirit source. You had an opportunity to shed the light on you, not somebody else. You had the opportunity in hermit mode to look and see the choices that you've made. And you're focusing on loss. Not knowing behind you is the path. And for starters, that path is you. Let me tell you something, that Two of Cups. And the agreement, the contract, the purpose. That Two of Cups is you and God in spirit. First, it don't become 3 cups. Celebrate, reuniting until it's just 2 cups. You, your purpose, your contract, your agreement with God, with spirit, with source. Babies are rejected at birth and go to foster home. Listen to me. Parents reject you when you're at home. Many parents favor, choose, overlook, reject one child over the other. This shit goes way back. It didn't start when you got to a lover. Some of y'all was rejected by friends early on in kindergarten, first grade. Didn't nobody want to play with you. You got to go all the way back. And you got to cut that energy cord of rejection. Once you do this, there's nothing that, let me tell you something. When you become enlightened, you welcome rejection, because then rejection looks to you. Rejection to you now looks like, wait a minute. It's something I wasn't supposed to be doing. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, universe, for showing me something and giving me a different outlook on who? Me. That's when the change began. That's when the change began. Listen, not to throw shade. Can you imagine how many quote unquote deadbeat parents out here? How many children sit at home and they see their other brother's, sister's dad in the home? But they dad, they don't see. And even if the dad is not in the home, one dad comes and picks up one child and takes them for the weekend or for the summer. And the other child, their dad didn't come. That shit goes way back. You got to cut that damn cord. You got to cut that damn cord. And until you cut that cord, you're going to always be here. Spirit's still trying to talk to you. You're going to always be here. Until you see different. Until you see your value, your worth, your purpose. You're going to always feel rejected and overlooked. I don't give two flying ducks when not chosen. When you choose you, 9 of cups, 9 of pentacles. When you choose you, Empress, man or woman. When you choose you, you can't be rejected. Let me say that again. When you choose you, you can't be rejected, neglected, overlooked, not chosen. When you choose you, 9 of cups, 9 of pentacles, you can't be rejected. Because why? You're only 1 cup. You're only 1 pentacle away. Look. Can I teach? Let me show you something. There go one. Man, look. Y'all better stop crying out here. You better stop crying out here. Shit. And you better realize who you are. Hold on for a minute. One day you're going to be thanking spirit. You're going to be thanking the universe for whoever rejected you, whatever rejected you, whatever overlooked you. You're going to be so grateful. I'm trying to tell you something this morning. Hold on. Shit. I get clients all the time. Been getting it for over 30 years. Hold on. Come on. There you go. I got 1 more to go. There you go. They coming now. Hold on. I want y'all to look at something. This is, listen. Let me see. A lot of people, they talk about tarot, and tarot is just a 3D version of divination based on a higher spiritual truth, universal. So quit calling these cards, or me and others that use these cards to teach. Hell, y'all play spades, pinochle, bid whiz, and gin rummy, and y'all throw dice and shoot craps, and nobody never ever say nothing. Oh, that's just a game. All right, then look at this as a game then. But y'all be taking that spade game serious. Let me quit. Let me leave that alone. I ain't evil. Look, this is where you want to be. When you in this energy, you could give two flying ducks about how a damn person feel about you. This person sitting here with their hands crossed, loving on themselves like, look, I got all the love, I got all the affection, I got everything that I need. That's pre-empress energy. That energy, look, you don't need shit. You don't need shit. Look. See that? That's you connected to source. When you in that 9 of Pentacle energy, you got a direct line of communication to source. When you in this 9 of Cups energy, man, you love on yourself. And you can't, in this energy, you can't be rejected. You can't be overlooked. You psychic, you divine, you abundant. You got an open ear of communication to spirit and source. You can't be rejected in this energy. Why? Because in this energy, you're only one pinnacle, if you will. You're only one gift away from spirit, source, God. And there it is. Now you're sitting on 10. Let me tell you something. Now I'm trying to tell you how you do this now. I'm trying to tell you how you handle it. Look at that. That's you. That's source. See that gift? This energy and this energy equals you walking through this here gateway of abundance, legacy, grounded, growth. You can't be rejected in this energy. There's no codependency. Can't nobody do you wrong in this energy. When you loving on yourself, when you love yourself so damn much that a son of a gun got to do what? They can't give you nothing. They can't be nothing to you other than a gift. They can't reject you and you in this energy. How? You emotionally fulfilled. You happy as shit. Your wish fulfillment has come true when you in this energy. Why? Because your wish is to love you more than any damn body else. Therefore, you cannot be rejected. You can't play with somebody's emotions in this energy. How? They ain't even letting you in. The only thing that they letting in is this right here. When you in that look, they're like that Ace of Pentacles. Trying to tell you now. See that? That's God's hand. That's spirit. When you in this energy, only thing you waiting on now is that a gift from God, a gift from the universe, a gift from source. You can't be rejected in this energy. Folks, look, been teaching this a long time without the card. You can't be rejected in this energy. When you in this energy, you love doing this. You choose to go here. As a reminder, let me keep shining this light on my purpose, on me. And the more I shine my light, this light, the more I let God talk to me, the more I let the universe talk to me, the closer I'm always be here. I embody, I embrace rejection. I love it. When you in this energy, you will block anything and any damn body from disturbing this energy. That's why you can't be rejected. You've already dealt with people in Seven of Cups energy. You've already dealt with people in Eight of Cups energy. It's over with. 9 represents ending. You're done with rejection when you get here. You can't be rejected. You've already left people that didn't want to work with you, 8 of Pentacles. You've already left people that you've put in so much work by yourself, 7 of Pentacles. You've already left people that breadcrumb you, 6 of Pentacles. You've already left people that left you in 5 of Pentacles energy. When you get to this, when you get here, you could give a damn about rejection. You can't be, I'm telling you, you can't be rejected in this energy. It's when you get off of your path. When you leave these two, you're going in reverse. When you leave these two energies, when you leave self-fulfillment, when you leave self-dependency, you're going in reverse. You're going in reverse. Some of y'all will get all the way here and get all the way here and then go back. And then you end up here. Why? Because you left this. Anytime you leave this, I guarantee you, listen to me. When you stop loving on yourself and when you ain't in love with yourself, you're going to be in this energy. I guarantee you. I've had clients over the years, and even just recently since doing tarot, I use these cards instead of a book. I had people be crying in tears because they was rejected. And I always smile. Really? They rejected you? If you in church, I tell them, you need to be shouting, dancing, and speaking in tongues. If they not in church, you need to be thanking the universe, spirit. You need to be thanking your guides. You need to be thanking your ancestors right now because you was rejected. Rejection can be a beautiful thing. It allows you to see you. It allows you to check yourself. This is how you check yourself. It allows you to see you and only you. Rejection. Rejection is a form of spiritual empowerment, self-empowerment. Because when you left in 5 of Pentacles, you left hanging with the bag, all the bills, taking care of the whole damn house. And then you get back here from 5 of Pentacles, you're one away. You're one away. When you in that 10 of Cups energy and you think things is going on in your household, And then you end up here. Keep pushing forward. You 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Keep pushing forward. And once you get here, don't you stop for now. Excuse my French, motherfucker. Listen, 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. When you leave there and get here, let me tell you something. It's going to be difficult for somebody to come and disturb this. Because why? That's you by yourself. That means you and spirit, you and source, you and God got you here. And once you get there, you ain't shit. You in that Queen of Sword energy. I wish a motherfucker would disturb my peace. Disturb my growth, my abundance. I wish they would. Hit that like button, y'all. I don't do just tarot readings. I counsel. I inspire. I uplift. I encourage. That's my job. It's what I do. And I enjoy doing that shit. Been doing it for lifetimes. Let me tell you something. I remember I started out going to jails and prisons, encouraging brothers and sisters years ago in the 80s. Young brother. I remember pulling up on parks, downtown Detroit, downtown Memphis, pulling up in locations where there were homeless people. And I would pop my trunk. I used to take 10% of my earnings and go get food, hygiene items, and fruits. I would go and cut up meat, make sandwiches at home after work, and put them in my trunk and head to where there was homeless people. Pop that trunk, start giving it away, and then encouraging them with each bag. Life's going to get better. Your situation is going to get better. You're not going to be out here for long. The only way you'll be out here a long time, brother, sister, is you choose to stay out here. You're going to get better. Next thing you know, the local news start picking up what I was doing. Then the talk. Now you're on the news and you ain't trying to get on the damn news. From there, from the trunk, a building, a crisis center for battered women and children. Let me tell y'all something. I've been doing this a long time. And to see women come in there battered, bruised, broken, left for dead, beat to a pulp, with nothing. And then you got to be this here intake crisis counselor. That's how I saw rejection. And you got to respect these sisters. You got to help these sisters, including the ones with children. In Memphis, Tennessee, there's 5 malls back then. And all 5 malls had a Sears department store. Listen to me. You can go Google me. And I talked to every manager. And I took these letters of endorsement from these mayors. United Way, Red Cross. And I took them to the Sears department stores and talked to the managers. I says, look, I got a facility over here. I got 40-some rooms. And they full of broken women, children. Is there anything that you can offer from your department store that I can give to bring a smile on these kids' faces, to bring a smile on these women's faces? Let me tell you something. All 5 Sears department store managers had a meeting with me there. And they said, this is what we can do, Mr. Ivory. We've sent a representative out to your facility. We've seen the news. We see your endorsements. So what we're going to do is all return merchandise that you can handle, we're going to donate it to your shelter. We're going to donate it to your center. Every day, me and then my brother-in-law, we driving around Memphis, Tennessee in a U-Haul truck. Yeah, that was donated. And we picking up merchandise from 5 Sears department stores. I had so many toys, so many games, so much clothes, furniture, appliances that I didn't have room for it. The Memphis Defense Depot on Airways near the Kellogg plant, they give me 5 18-wheel truckloads food. The good shit, the shit they give to the military people in combat. I ain't had nowhere to put it. All of the Aaron rent furniture, they give me all the stuff back in their warehouse that I can handle. 3 hospitals, they give me all the linen and the towels and the hygiene items that I need. I can go on and on and on, all because I had a desire to help you. The National Coalition for the Homeless endorsement. I done put in work, as they say. And now I'm just getting back started. I've been telling people since 1999 that we're about to embark on a global humanitarian crisis that's going to shock the shit out of even people in this country. Don't think we're not exempt. Don't think we're exempt. When I look at places like Ukraine, Gaza, and Africa, and even other parts, those are the channels that I watch. And all I ask Spirit, what is it that I can do? Spirit said, start at home like you did when you was in your trunk, operating out of the trunk of your car. Folks, we're about to head breakneck speed, 111 as I say this, into a humanitarian crisis that this country has never seen before. And it's going to take people like me and people like you, because so many people are getting ready to be sad and feeling rejected. Those people, those Palestinians, those Ukrainians, those Africans, those South American, those Asians, those Latinos, Hispanics around the world and in this country, they feel rejected. They feel rejected. I was talking to a brother a couple weeks ago, and I said, I wish that I could head to Africa. I wish that I could head to Gaza. I wish that I could head to Ukraine and just help. Because I'm reminded of that trunk, folks, of my car. Every woman that came through that shelter, I made sure everyone working with the housing authority and HUD, that everyone had a place and their units was full of furniture, clothing, appliances that didn't have appliances, and toys, household items, food. And then out of all people, out of all organizations, out of all institutions, it was the church, the so-called storehouse. It was the church that I received more backlash. Why? Because how can one man make all these churches feel some type of way? And they rejected me. I was smiling, happy as shit for my rejection. So you're going to reject me and you want to silence me because I won't do what you want me to give you money. They raised $7 million. They used me to open up, to turn a old hotel into a homeless shelter. And on TV and meeting with, you know how these folks do it. They raised out. Kroger had a truck parked out in front of the parking lot. Weeks. People was just bringing shit. They raised all that money, and guess what? They never opened up that new facility. After then, I says, I'll never raise another dime through by way of church to help nobody. I'll do it like I did it from day one, out of the trunk of my car. And they took that $7 million and squandered it and never opened up that emergency shelter that was supposed to have represented the entire city. Now, I'm at it again. When I tell people, put something in Pop's bucket, because there's a greater thing. So I just said to, Spirit says, let them support you. Go sell them your jewelry. Do something else. Because it's not in us, most of us, to see a greater cause. My bills are paid until I close these natural eyes. So now I got to get right back out there as a humanitarian and start helping people. Now I've been going back and forth to my second home. I left Houston because of Hurricane Harvey. Too much damn water. The receipt, the video is on my Facebook page. I'm at Tent City. I'm showing people live what's going on in the shelters and the FEMA camps. And they shut me down. Now I'm headed back. I'm only an hour away. Now I'm headed back. So I've been there every time I go. I'm looking for a facility. Because that facility is going to be a safe haven for people in this energy. You may not see it now, but you will. There are going to be people who are not going to be able to buy food. They're not, and the reason why they're not going to be able to buy food, not just because of the money, because they're not going to have no place to live, to put it. What you see happening in Gaza, what you see happening in Ukraine, what you see happening throughout various parts of the continent of Africa, and even here in America, is going to get worse. And as a visionary and as a purpose-driven being, I've been seeing it and seeing it since the 80s. I have a daughter that when she was born, I was so captivated in this work that she came to the shelter first while I was doing what I was doing. If it ain't in you, it ain't it. But don't you ever, if you ever feel like you've been rejected, I want you to do this. Smile. Smile and go here first. Talk to spirit, talk to source, talk to God. God is trying to tell me something. God is trying to tell you something. Universe, spirit, source, whatever you adhere to is trying to tell. They're trying to say, wait a minute, brother, wait a minute, sister. Now it's we got, let me shed some light on your situation. Wait a minute, you ain't seeing good right now. Right now, you in this energy. Now, let me show you something. And when that light comes back on, you're going to thank God for that rejection. You're going to thank God for being overlooked. You're going to thank spirit, the universe, source. You're going to thank that you was not chosen, not picked, overlooked, rejected. You're going to jump for joy. I guarantee you. Yeah, there's that moment of sadness, but get out of that. Get out of there. 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 Or you'll be walking around spiritually homeless, mentally and spiritually lack for a while. This is where you need to be. That's where you need to be, right there. And when you get here, stay your ass right there. Don't you move. Don't you move. And all you waiting on, the reason why I say don't you move, because you only one away. Don't you move. Now your gift is coming. That Ace of Cup and that Ace of Pentacles. A gift from the universe is coming when you get in that Nine of Cups and that Nine of Pentacles. I promise you. It's coming. Some people do not need to be around you. That's why Spirit, God, moved them out of your life. And you thought it was rejection. Because you had a greater purpose. And they was a hindrance. Family, friend, or ex. Boss on the job. You lost that. You didn't lose that job. Spirit removed you from that place. You didn't lose that lover. Spirit removed that lover. You didn't lose that friend. Spirit removed that friend. You didn't lose that family. Spirit gave you another one. You're going to be rejected for your protection. And like we used to say, count it all joy. Transmute that energy of rejection into Hermit, into Nine of Pentacles, into Nine of Cups. That's how you transmute rejection. And I'm going to tell you, the more you love on self, the less you will ever be rejected. I promise you. What are y'all talking about here this morning? Peace and blessings to everybody. Peace and blessings. Listen. Spirit, God, source had greater plans for you. So the blockage had to be removed. You were not rejected. You were simply being protected. You were not overlooked. Spirit was just trying to allow someone else to see. Because as long as you was attached to these negative energies, you were not going to see. Because why? Your head down. Hold your head up. Hold it up. Hold it up and keep it up. And you will never, ever worry about rejection. I can't share a lot, but I can share this much. There's a small group right now, less than one hand, that's working with me. And I got these natural eyes and this spiritual eye. I got it on a couple of facilities in Houston. And I've already manifested them. Because I know what's getting ready to happen. And many people will thank me in the future. So when I say support the channel, I mean buy jewelry, whatever. It doesn't matter. Do, get a reading, whatever. Get some counseling, whatever. Get some inspiration, whatever. That's how you support me, because I'm gonna get this facility. One in Houston and one back home in Detroit and Flint, Michigan. That's the goal right now. Because they're gonna be needed. Greatly needed. Soon. Rejection is simply protection. That's all. Get out of that hermit as soon. Get out of 5 of Cups. Head to hermit, and you'll be peaceful. Blessings. Ashe.